Så var vi saying. Sound test.
Our enemies are weak. They lack conviction, lack purpose. They spread nothing but lies about us. That's all they can offer. A pile of bullshit. They have no vision for the future. They are hopeless swine. All they want is to see us burn. And why is that? They envy our success. That's why. They know we are strong. They know we refuse to be swayed. They know we are united. And it drives that half-wit charlatan of theirs mad with envy. They don't understand loyalty or sacrifice. We do. Because we are guided by principle. And these principles have seen us through the worst horrors imaginable time and time again. We all know what kind of animals they are. We all know that they stand for nothing. They are empty, depraved psychopaths, every last one of them. They must be dealt with swiftly and without mercy before they can poison everything we have worked so hard to achieve. The tower will always stand. Georgia.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Ik dacht dat het heavily defended was. Ik mis iets, denk ik. Is dat oké? Dat is oké. Nu pak ik mijn kansen. All right.
You made it. I didn't doubt that you would, of course, but my patience... You made it. I didn't doubt that you would, of course, but my patience was beginning to be tested. Let's start with a formal introduction. You are the tourist, and I am Jean-Baptiste. JB for short. There now, we can proceed to matters of more profound consequence. It is my understanding that this gizmo here would be of use to you. It's all yours. Consider it. A threat like this seems beneath you. You made it. I didn't doubt that you would, of course, but you are the tourist, and I... There now, we can proceed to matters of more profound consequence. It is my understanding that this gizmo here would be of use to you. It's all yours. Consider it a gift. And when we are finished with our conversation, I will provide you with the missing dial that you'll need to operate it. Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Terrific. Now, I prefer to play it straight. Once I received word that you were collecting these devices, and to what purpose, I saw an opportunity to connect with the city's most illustrious survivor and have a chat about the reserve.
Oh.
So I made it a priority to acquire one through various means I will not divulge. And now here you are. It is my hope when I am through, you will see the reserve for what it is. Nothing more than a crutch, holding back the people of this fine city from regaining themselves.
You've piqued my interest. Go on.
I am a firm believer in the greatness of humankind, our ingenuity, our art, our towering scientific achievements. This reserve nonsense, even if the rumors about what may be inside it exceed our wildest dreams, the bounty will only prolong our addiction to survivalism as the only path in life. It will stifle our creativity. It will eventually lead to our withering doom. Now, this is the proposal that I have for you. Continue your search for the reserve. And when you unearth it, which I have the utmost confidence you will, destroy it. These 4 numbers will disable the entire flood contingency system. Mother Nature will rage through the reserve and take care of the rest. "1006. Flood the reserve and set us all free. Give this still glorious city the jump start it needs to refocus on something much grander than mere survival.
Je weet sowieso dat ik dat niet ga doen, hè.
Hope, tourist. And thank you, most sincerely, for hearing me out. And let's keep this chat between us, if that's all right. I'm not sure my comrades would see the big picture benefits of removing the reserve from the equation. The floor's now yours, my friend. Anything on your mind that requires clarity?
I want your perspective on the reserve.
Uh-huh.
Why choose me to destroy the reserve?
Because you're the one best equipped to find the accursed place, and I trust you will do the right thing when you do. Call it a hunch.
How did you find this code to flood the reserve?
One of my scouts came across the corpse of a National Guardsman in Rampart High School. The body had a manual for a bunker's flood defense system. I put 2 and 2 together.
If the rumors about what's inside the reserve are true, wouldn't it benefit the Reclaim to get your hands on it?
You are absolutely correct. But once those supplies are gone, then what? The same old fruitless pursuits. And there is the very distinct possibility that the tower gets to it before we do. The only way to guarantee this city will move forward in the proper direction is to remove the reserve from the equation entirely.
Huh.
I have some other questions for you, JB. I'm curious about the Reclaimed.
Yes?
The Reclaimed have made quite a mark on the city. How did the movement get started?
After my exile from the tower for insubordination, I took to raiding their supply lines. Rather efficiently, I might add. No one ever got hurt, and other exiles clamored to join my operations. Needless to say, Mama and her cohorts were not pleased with my exploits, and they sent several communications asking me to cease my pillaging or there'd be consequences. Of course, I refused, politely. No one was going to dictate the terms of my existence anymore. But it wasn't until the tower started sending thugs out to track me down and end me.
I'm all ears. About that. I'm ready to listen. The Reclaimed have made quite a mark on the city.
Sorry.
How did the movement get started?
After my exile from the tower for insubordination, I took to raiding their supply lines. Rather efficiently, I might add. No one ever got hurt, and other exiles clamored to join my operations. Needless to say, Mama and her cohorts were not pleased with my exploits, and they sent several communications asking me to cease my pillaging or there'd be consequences. Of course, I refused, politely. No one was going to dictate the terms of my existence anymore. But it wasn't until the tower started sending thugs out to track me down and end me that I decided it was time to send a message of my own.
I've heard snippets about the Reclaimed philosophy, but it would be enlightening to hear it from you.
It's simple, really. We want to live purposeful lives, reclaim the world and our humanity along with it. Mere survival is so petty. It's beneath us, forcing people to focus solely on survival. It's cruel, really. I believe we must invest in a future of our own design. Life is not worth living otherwise.
What's with the gory rituals?
First one was a man I knew well in my brief tenure as a tower grunt. I'd even called him a friend. Tripp was his name. Snuck up on me in the middle of sleep. Tried to slit my throat. Still carry the scar. Well, long story short, Tripp was no match for me. I maimed him. Something awful, really. And I dragged his body about a mile all the way to the southern bump, which at the time was the most highly trafficked exit from the tower. I found an old oak, hung him upside down from it so his lifeblood would spill rapidly into the soil, and upon his chest
Jullie hebben
I
Henri
note
kapot
that read,
gemaakt.
"Keep 'em coming." And just like that, I became the most feared boogeyman Nola has seen since the Axeman. Once
Je
I
hebt
had
Henri
fear
kapot
on my
gemaakt.
side, the rest
Goh,
just
wat moet je
blossomed
doen?
naturally.
Wel, eigenlijk boeide
Those
Henri
with
mee
nowhere else to go wanted what I had, so they
vrij
listened.
weinig.
And they learned. I empowered them. That's all people want. A sense that their lives still have some meaning.
I have some other questions for you, JB. I've heard enough
Fair enough.
about that. I'm all ears.
Fair enough. Then we're finished here. The Tao, as promised. Godspeed, tourist.
Oh shit.
You finally meet, tourist. After all the hype, you're not exactly what I expected. Thought you'd be more put together, bit more danger to your presence.
Sorry to disappoint, lady. Good thing I'm not too concerned about what you think of me.
You should be, fool. Your life may depend on it. I'm Georgia. Maybe you heard of me, maybe not. I could give two shits. What does concern me is the man inside the building you just stepped out of. The time has come to silence him once and for all. Cut off the head that won't shut up. Rest of the reclaimed fools will fall back in line. Then us tower folk can get back to doing what's right, without all the noise.
He's all yours. I won't stop you.
This is where you come in, Big Shot. I'm gonna offer you an opportunity to be a hero. You game?
That depends. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Quit fucking with me, fool. You know what I want. March back up into that house and kill JB. Prove you are worth more to the tower than the cockroach you've been so far. And in return, all your fucked up transgressions will be forgiven. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of our onslaught on the reserve, tower troops will have your back. You have my word.
I take no issue with killing JB. Consider it done.
No nonsense. I dig it, tourist. I'll let you get to the deed. We'll be waiting, right here. But don't keep us waiting too long. My patience has a limit.
Hey, yo, bitch!
My dear Georgia, we have gone too far. This has to stop. We are not cruel. No matter what our community is facing right now, we have to remember our promise to the people. I understand the need to pivot when faced with a crisis, Georgia. Those responsible for the atrocities that led to the disease were brought to justice. We have to put the lessons we learned from all that dick business behind us. When I first learned that those animals were serving human flesh to our most desperate, simply to meet hunting quotas, I was enraged. But as difficult as it may be, I had to pivot. I had to try and understand the desperation that drove them to hunt human beings. Maybe our scavenging quarters were a misstep. Yes, punishment was warranted, but we cannot allow those horrors to color all the choices we make moving forward. We must help people, not abandon them. I have been changing course and making difficult decisions a majority of my life. We can figure this out. We can get this community back on the right track. I may be a bit compromised these days, but my mind is as sharp as ever. You need to be patient, and you need to trust me. You know, I have always thought of you as the daughter I never had. Have I ever steered you wrong? We will return to better days. Your mama.
Thanks for taking care of that situation outside, tourist. Not sure I would have been able to survive an ambush of that magnitude. That would have taken at least a couple of them down with me, though. That much I can guarantee. And now I must bid you farewell. I have a new broadcast to prepare hearts and minds to ignite. Perhaps you may even get a special mention. But please, do me one last favor. Keep our earlier discussion in mind when the moment arrives for you to decide the fate of the reserve. 1006. The 4 numbers that will set this city free.
Our enemies are weak. They lack conviction, lack purpose. They spread nothing but lies about us. That's all they can offer. A pile of bullshit. They have no vision for the future. They are hopeless swine. All they want is to see us burn. And why is that? They envy our success. That's why. They know we are strong. They know we refuse to be swayed. They know we are united. And it drives that half-wit charlatan of theirs mad with envy. They don't understand loyalty or sacrifice. We do. Because we are guided by principle. And these principles have seen us through the worst horrors imaginable time and time again. We all know what kind of animals they are. We all know that they stand for nothing. They are empty, depraved psychopaths, every last one of them. They must be dealt with swiftly and without mercy before they can poison everything we have worked so hard to achieve. The tower will always stand. Georgia.
Must have been the wind. Wind deniers be like, must have been the Fuck mijn knieën, man. Godverdomme. Sick. Oké, dus een van de dingen is iets 3 twinkeltoes. Oké. Deze lijkt me het meest comfortabel, hè.
I'm back, Casey. Ready to repair the pump. You still alive?
Yeah, alive, but almost swimming. No turning back after this, tourist. We have to get after it. I'm running out of time. You prepared?
No. Need some time.
Not much time to spare, tourist.
Okay, back to it.
Well,
Got something on my mind.
take care of your business. I'll wait.
Ja, ik ga 100% voor die AR dingen gaan. Als ik de armory kies in plaats van Casey. Spoiler alert. It's gonna be good.
Tourist, thank you, and goodbye. Maybe our paths will cross again. Maybe not. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Personally, I think you should follow us out of this doomed city. Like I said, you would be an asset to the Exodus. But you need to follow whatever story resides in your head. Just know that you are part of my and Amber's story, along with the stories of a couple dozen folks who might have been dead by the end of the week if it wasn't for your efforts. Amber wanted to give you one more drawing.
Continue.
All right, let's get back to it.
Hold that thought.
I get it. Other stuff on your mind.
Oops.
Tourist, thank you, and goodbye. Maybe our paths will cross again. Maybe not. Guess we'll just tourist. Thank you, and goodbye. Maybe our paths will cross again. Maybe not. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah?
Welcome back.
I'm back, Casey. Ready to repair the pump. You still alive?
Yeah, alive, but almost swimming. No turning back after this, tourist. We have to get after it. I'm running out of time. You prepared?
I'm ready.
Okay. Serial number first.
(749-0003-13).
All right. Set valve A to 38.
Valve A, 38. Green.
Valve B needs to be set at 44.
Valve B, 44. A, B, double green.
You're a machine, tourist. Okay, valve C. Set it to 60.
Valve C to 60. Green all around. Button press and we are calibrated.
Excellent. Okay. The last pump is not far from the cemetery. It's in a concrete industrial shed in the old jazz park, near the statue of the musicians. Should be easy to find. The key you got from May unlocks the door to the shed. Now, once the part is installed, contact me and I'll get the pump system started. We are so close, tourist. Access to the reserve for you, get the fuck out of the reserve for me. Oh, can't wait.
Oké, dus ik ga even nadenken wat ik allemaal mee meenemen. Ja, nee. Hoe is dat nu weer? Dat is goed gegaan, hè? Dit is de finale. And I'll see all you dudes in the next video. Oké, wat ga ik meenemen? Dat is wat ik wou. Ah, jammer. Ik wou wel vriend zijn.
Casey, come in. It's go time.
Awesome, tourist. Never doubted you.